Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Cody, and I'm going to do another decode for you. If you're new to the channel, I use gematria, which is the very simple practice of coding words or letters into numerical values in which you can use to decode the news, the entertainment, all the stuff that these secret societies that run our world use to code everything, okay? And there's an organic code, but these people use a code all their own that they like to use, okay? So that's the intro to this for any newbies. So what I want to talk about in this video is a song I stumbled across by the band Polyphia, and the song is called Playing God. And in the very end of the video, it zooms in on this image on the wall, and you guys can see that the image is that of a transhuman type image. It's a play on of the old image of Adam reaching out for God, but yet not being able to quite touch, right? And so what this is down the right corner, you can see a very machine-like symbolism, right? And in the top corner, you can see a more organic or earth organic kind of symbolism. So the merging of the machine with the organic life form, okay? And that's transhumanism. And if, this is crazy that at the end of their video, and you guys should probably watch the video. Like I said, it's called Polyphia Playing God. It was released 3 days ago. And, go watch the video if you like. But I'm going to decode this. I'm going to show you how this is tied to some crazy things. So let's jump into it. Polyphia, the name of the band, 102 and 48. Those are in your standard ciphers. Now, if you run in reverse, plutonium is 102 and 48. Now, plutonium, if you guys are not familiar with it, go back and search in my videos for all my plutonium research and all my decodes I've done on plutonium. If you guys are unfamiliar with just how important plutonium has been, especially since the Super Bowl. Okay, but anyways, plutonium is the destruction element. It was the element used by Robert Oppenheimer to create the first atomic bomb, supposedly, right? And some people say that there is no atomic bombs, but right now that's not the point I'm trying to make. What I'm trying to say is that plutonium is associated with destruction, and that can be done with or without atomic bombs, right? So plutonium, Polyphia, a match, right? Now I'm going to show you how Polyphia Playing God, the song that I'm talking about here, is a direct match to the guy who used plutonium to create the first atomic bomb. His name is J. Robert Oppenheimer, okay? J. Robert Oppenheimer, he was the one who used plutonium in the Trinity test during the Manhattan Project, okay? Go back, watch my other videos. He used plutonium to create. He was part of the group of people, but he's the main guy of it who used plutonium to create the first atomic bomb. Notice down here at the bottom, guys, the quote. If you guys go to the Royal Society of Chemistry and you click on plutonium and go in, you're going to go into the description, and in the description of plutonium, it's going to tell you the quote that Robert Oppenheimer quoted after creating the first bomb. It says, "Now I become death, the destroyer of worlds." This is in reference to Shiva, the Hindu god of destruction, Shiva. Okay? Now, notice, guys, that J. Robert Oppenheimer is a direct match in 3 ciphers, not just one, 3 ciphers to Polyphia Playing God. Now, I just showed you that it's tied to the element that Oppenheimer used, the band is, and the song, Playing God, Polyphia, is a direct match in 3 ciphers to this guy who used plutonium, right? Crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. And if that wasn't enough, I decided to go and search, is there any instance of Oppenheimer having quoted the phrase playing God? Did anyone ever say anything about Oppenheimer was playing God by creating atomic bombs? Because that's what you would think, right? Somebody who creates an atomic bomb is playing God, having the power of destruction in their hands, right? The whole world. And I didn't find any quote of J. Robert Oppenheimer playing God, but I did find something just blew my mind. Another music artist. Her name is Lisa Oppenheimer. Full name is Elizabeth, kind of like Queen Elizabeth. I'll get to that in a minute. But Lisa Oppenheimer has a song called Playing God. like, this is the kind of stuff that just, this is not a coincidence. Because first of all, the very first thing that I found when I typed in Polyphia was that it was tied to plutonium. And immediately when I found that it was tied to plutonium, I knew that it was tied to Oppenheimer. And then the song happens to be a match to Oppenheimer. But I couldn't find anything that has to do with Oppenheimer playing God. But then you find there's another artist with the last name Oppenheimer, currently a current artist, who's not, I don't think she's specifically blood related to this guy. Maybe she is, or maybe may not even be her real name. But Lisa Oppenheimer has a song called Playing God. And you guys can go through the lyrics. They're quite dark. I don't want to get into that here, but this is crazy. Not only that, guys, but look at this. If you type in J. Robert Oppenheimer and you type in Elizabeth Oppenheimer, it's a direct match in two ciphers. Okay? That's her full name, Elizabeth Oppenheimer. She goes by Lisa on the credits, but her real name is Elizabeth Oppenheimer, and it's a direct match to J. Robert Oppenheimer. J. Robert and Elizabeth both equal 88. So obviously when you add the word Oppenheimer at the end, you're going to get a match also. So it just blew my mind, guys. But just get this. So if you type in Elizabeth Oppenheimer playing God, okay, you're going to get 322, like Skull and Bones. Down there at the bottom, guys, the secret society, the brotherhood of death, just like Oppenheimer quoted, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." Okay? Elizabeth Oppenheimer playing God equals 322. J. Robert Oppenheimer playing God equals 322. The end of the world as we know it equals 322. Again, it blew my mind. Not only that, guys, but they have a match with the 137s, and the 137 is the 33rd prime number, and 33 is related to the Phoenix degree in Freemasonry, the other secret society, and that's the destruction degree, the Phoenix degree. Again, destruction. Okay? Anyways, now let's talk about the Germans. And this just blew my mind too, because look at this, guys. Playing God, when you just type in the phrase playing God, which is the name of both of these songs, it equals 110 and 56, just like the German Adolf Hitler. Okay? Oppenheimer, his last name is a German name. Okay? Society of Jesus equals 56, just like Adolf Hitler, just like playing God. Okay? Society of Jesus, working for the Catholic Church. If you guys don't know what they are, do your research on those. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the other German, the German that played Zeus in the Super Bowl commercial and knocked out the power. His full name, Arnold Alois Schwarzenegger, a direct match to Oppenheimer playing God, 126. Okay? And if you just type in Arnold Schwarzenegger, remember, guys, one thing I want to point out here is that Alois was Hitler's dad's first name, and Arnold just happens to have the same middle name as Hitler's dad, his first name. Again, not a coincidence. Arnold Schwarzenegger, if you just use the first and last name, is 223, which is reverse 322. Just like I showed you in the last slide, J. Robert Oppenheimer playing God equals 322. Arnold Schwarzenegger equals 223. And, for one last thing to blow you guys' mind, you got these three people who I believe are all tied together because, first of all, they're all born 3 days in a row in history. Not the same year, but they have their birthdays fall every year 3 days in a row. You have Adolf Hitler, who just turned 133 years old. Huge number right now. You have Queen Elizabeth, who I would not be surprised if she dies 133 days after Hitler's birthday, which is August 30th, 83, like Germany equals 83. Don't be surprised if there's a death on that day. I think it could be her. If she doesn't die in May, it could be that day. But also, look at this, guys. J. Robert Oppenheimer born the day after Queen Elizabeth. So you have Hitler born the day before Queen Elizabeth and Oppenheimer born the day after. Okay? Both these Germans. That's why I believe that the Germans have their hands in everything. I don't know how that works, honestly, but I just know that the Germans are all over everything. Think about it, guys. You got Klaus Schwab. He's a German. He leads the World Economic Forum. You got CERN. It's in Switzerland, which is right next to Germany. It's crazy. So, one last thing, guys. Of course, there's a movie coming out next year in 223, like Skull and Bones, called Oppenheimer. Played by Cillian Murphy. 223. That's all I got to say there. It's quick and easy, simple decode. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, much love.